Hi, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. NBA playoffs, anybody? April 20th, round one, NBA playoffs. We've got 4 games going on today. We're also going to give you, if you didn't check our play-in special show with also what we like series-wise, we'll give you a rundown of there as well. So a lot of them to go through. There are still a couple games on Sunday that we don't know, so we will probably have a couple more series bets as well, as we don't know who the Thunder or the Celtics are going to play yet as we record this episode, but give you kind of a rundown what we're looking at there. So we'll just start off with the Saturday games and the Saturday series. First up, Magic, Cavs. Cavs favorite in this series. I'll be really honest with you. I expected them to be a slight favorite because of home court, but not a minus 200 favorite. In this one, they are not really that much better than the Magic. And if the Magic could ever find a couple games where they can shoot threes, they'll destroy the Cavs. That's pretty much how the seasons went for the Magic. Great defensively. Can get to the hole quite a bit with a few different players. If they shoot threes, they kill you. If they don't shoot threes the game's tied or they're way behind. So it's been pretty simple. I don't, like I said, I don't understand the 2-1 favorite in that. Can the Cavs win the series? Absolutely. The Magic, though, I think presents some problems for them. The first one's going to be Paolo Banchero. His first get a playoff run here on this one. Donovan Mitchell hasn't been extremely healthy. Darius Garland's been an absolute disappointment this season, turning the ball over at alarming rates, not shooting the three well. And that offense for the Cavs just seems so disjointed as they have 2 guards who need to have the ball in their hands a bunch, and Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, 2 inside players, Jarrett Allen and Mobley, and where the hell are the wings? You know what I mean? Like, they don't have that small forward, power forward type guy. They try to move Mobley to the 4. It doesn't really work, I don't think, extremely well. As he seems like more of a 5 to me. Jarrett Allen, though, I think can make a difference in this series. He can dominate Wendell Carter. The question is, are the Cavs going to be able to feed the ball to Jarrett Allen on a consistent basis, or is Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland one going to be the hero? So I think that's what it really boils down to this series. We like the Magic here series-wise, so we did take the Magic to beat the Cavs in the series. It was plus 165 when we grabbed that. And the Magic plus 1.5 games against the Cavs as well. So that's kind of what we like in that Magic Cavs series. Next series up, we've got the Suns and the T-Wolves. So there's a lot of differing opinions on this one. This series opened up around a pick'em. Phoenix is now somehow minus 140, 150. Have you guys watched the Suns this season? And we're really gonna bet this until they get to minus 140, 150. I understand they have the stars. Anthony Edwards in 2 playoff series. Let me put it this way: I know the Suns beat them all three games this season. Do you really think Anthony Edwards is gonna average 14 points in a playoff series? Hell no. Do you think that this defense can't stop the Suns? I think they can put an absolute hurting on the Suns, and the Suns can't play enough D to stop Minnesota in this one. All I got to say is take the plus money. We got this at even money and thought we were stealing. I understand they have all the stars. There's a reason why they didn't win 50 games this season, folks. There's a reason why. They are nothing but 2-point jump shooters. They don't even shoot the 3-ball well except for Grayson Allen. So they're not going to beat you with the threes. And I'll be really honest, I'll take the team that makes layups all day over teams that takes 15-plus foot jump shots. Kevin Durant hasn't won nothing since he left the Warriors. It's not going to be any different here. We took the Wolves in this series. Sorry, I meant to say Wolves. So we took the Wolves to win. That was our biggest bet, actually, of round one series bets. At even money, we took the T-Wolves Suns to go 6 games and the T-Wolves in 6, as it was a big plus number on FanDuel as well, picking the team and game that it finishes in. But we really like the T-Wolves in this one. No question whatsoever in that one. Next series that we're going to get on, is going to be 76ers and the Knicks. This is the worst possible scenario that could have happened to the Knicks. I mean, why couldn't the Heat win that game, right? And all of a sudden the Heat are playing the Knicks. I think the Knicks win that series outright. This series, I think, is going to be not only tough for them, but I think they're actually going to lose in round one. Getting to the 2 seed, the fact that they're a 2 seed shows how weak this Eastern Conference is, except for Boston. In this one, don't like this matchup with Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey on the other side. And the rest of the role players can contribute 15 to 20 points, and I think they got a winner. They get 35 to 40 from Embiid, which probably would be damn near every game, and you get 25 to 30 from Maxey. Next thing you know, you only need 30, 40 points from the bench, because I think 100 probably wins every game in this series, or close to it on that one. So we like the 76ers in this series. We took the 76ers just to beat the Knicks. It was minus 110. We grabbed that. We took them to beat them in 6 games as well in that one. So make sure you... and the one bet we did forget in that Suns T-Wolves, Grayson Allen, most threes made in this series. Neither team, I don't think, shoots like a ton of threes to begin with. But Grayson Allen should take more threes than anybody else in this series. So getting Grayson Allen at plus 280 on DraftKings for the most threes in the series. He's going to take more than anybody else, so he should probably make more as well. But to get back on it, we do like the 76ers in that series. We're going to go over one more series. Then for the Sunday show, we'll go through the 4 series in that one. Lakers, Nuggets. There was people calling for maybe the Lakers to lose in a play-in game. That's dumb, because what happens if you can't play in the next one? Then you're out of the playoffs. Horrible matchup. It was proven last year. It's been proven all regular season. The Lakers do not match up well with the Nuggets. First of all, Davis is not a guy that likes to guard on the perimeter, where Jokic spends a ton of time facilitating the offense. The Lakers have great length, no question about it, right? But the one area where they struggle is closing out the three-point shooters, and guess what? Denver does really well, and that's shoot threes. Michael Porter, Jamal Murray, keep going down the list. KCP. Guys just make threes. It makes it hard for the Lakers on that one. Not only that, the Nuggets have a way of grinding things out and not letting the Lakers run, which I think is even better on that one. We love LeBron. We love all of it, but the Nuggets are going to be way too much. So the couple ways to bet the Nuggets in this one. So we took the Nuggets to win in 5 games. Nuggets minus 2.5 games. And then we also took D'Angelo Russell to make the most threes in that in the Lakers-Nuggets series. We took a little bit of a chance on this one. We didn't just take, Jamal Murray or Michael Porter to make the most threes. Took a little odds on this one as well. It was about plus 200 in this one. But we expect D'Angelo Russell to take a bunch of threes in this one, and he should, maybe he ekes one out in that particular one there. So that's kind of the series. Let's get to the games for game 1 on Saturday. So first game up, 10:10 out here in Phoenix, 1:10 Eastern time. Magic travel to the Cavs for game 1. Cavs around a 4.5 point favorite, 207.5 total. Okay, so we obviously like the Magic in the series. That's why we went through those bets here. We also like the Magic actually to win game 1, or at least cover and keep this game extremely close. Like I said, Darius Garland's been an absolute struggle show. Jarrett Allen, if they have the patience to feed Allen, which I don't think they will, but if they do, they can win this series and they can win this game. But we'll show you. Let's give you our bets that we've got for this game 1 Magic Cavs. So Magic +1 first quarter, +2.5 first half, +4.5 for the game. Jarrett Allen 15 plus points. He hit this in 2 out of 4 against them. Jarrett Allen 20 plus points. Darius Garland under 17.5 points. Garland under 2.5 threes. Garland under 27.5 par and over 2.5 turnovers. We also like Banchero over 22.5 points. We think he's going to have to be big in this series, as well as guys making threes like Jalen Suggs, guys like that making 3-pointers. And Jarrett Allen, 2+ blocks. So let's go through those bets for you. Game 1, Magic Cavs. Magic +1 first quarter, +2.5 first half, +4.5 for the game. Jarrett Allen, 15 plus points, 20 plus points, 2 plus blocks. Darius Garland, under 17.5 points, under 2.5 threes made, under 27.5 par, and also over 2.5 turnovers. We also like Banchero over 22.5 points. I have a feeling Donovan Mitchell is going to really be ball dominant in this game. The question is, I don't know if he's going to be able to hit any of his point totals or anything of that, as the Magic do play good defense. So we laid off on Donovan game one. I just think he's going to try to be the hero in this game. If he tries to play hero ball, I think this plays exactly into what the Magic want to do here. On that, isolate. If Donovan goes for 50, that's fine. Everybody else kind of needs to get held down, and I think they can make that happen in that game. So game two, let's get to it here. Suns, Timberwolves, 12:40 out here in Phoenix, 3:40 Eastern time. Suns going to Minnesota to play the T-Wolves. So the Suns are a favorite for the series, but they're a dog game one. And if you like the Suns, that's no problem at all. If you like the Suns, you want to get a better price, wait for T-Wolves to win game one. So I would recommend that if you like a home or a road team especially, and you think there's a good possibility they lose game one, bet them after the game one loss, because you're definitely going to get better odds on the series and things of that nature. So to be really honest in this game, I kind of mentioned it going through the series props here. We like the T-Wolves game one. We like them to play well at home. We like Anthony Edwards to kick it up a notch. Even if he doesn't, I think Karl Anthony Towns now has been back for a couple of weeks. Maybe he can make a little bit of noise as well. Naz Reid. The Suns do not cover three-point shooters as well, so the T-Wolves, I think, are going to have wide-open threes all over the place. If they make them, they destroy the Suns in this one. So we're taking the T-Wolves -0.5 first quarter, -1 first half, -1.5 for the game. Naz Reid over 11.5 points. Booker under 2.5 threes made. Grayson Allen, which we mentioned most threes in this series, over 2.5 threes. Rudy Gobert over 12.5 rebounds. Anthony Edwards, 5+ assists. Devin Booker, over 2.5 turnovers. Suns under the 106.5 team total. Anthony Edwards, 6+ rebounds. And we'll also take Anthony Edwards over 10.5 rebounds plus assists. So we stayed away from a lot of scoring in this particular one, except for Naz Reid. That second unit of the Suns is absolutely hot garbage. It is. So I think Naz Reid can score against them all day if he's not in the starting lineup and coming off the bench, which would be a great spot for him because the dude is absolute heater. He can be on it when he's on a heater. He can not, he could go the whole game without missing. So let's go through this game one more time for you. T-Wolves Suns. T-Wolves -0.5 first quarter, -1 first half, -1.5 for the game. Naz Reid over 11.5 points. Booker under 2.5 threes, over 2.5 turnovers. Grayson Allen over 2.5 threes. Rudy Gobert over 12.5 rebounds. Anthony Edwards 5+ assists, 6+ rebounds, and over 10.5 rebounds plus assists. And then Suns under the 106.5 team total on that one. Next game up is going to be 76ers at the Knicks. My opinion, this is probably going to be one of the... If you don't mind watching a low-scoring basketball game, this is probably going to be one of the better games of the day. In this one, 76ers are a 3-point dog going to Madison Square Garden at 3:10 out here in Phoenix, 6:10 Eastern time. Expect the 76ers to come out and get this. I mean, we took all these teams. We're picking them all in game one as well. So we'll take the 76ers and the points. They don't have an answer for Embiid. Now, and they could triple cover him. I still think Embiid's going to get 30. So Embiid, we'll give you those bets in this one here. So 76ers +1 in the first quarter, +1.5 first half, +3 for the game. Embiid 30+ points. Jalen Brunson 30+ points. Brunson also 3+ threes and 4+ threes, and over 2.5 turnovers. We'll go back to Joel Embiid. We said 30+ points. We're also going to take Embiid for 2+ blocks. Kelly Oubre under 12.5 points. I think we're going to see his role diminish quite a bit in this playoff series. DiVincenzo under 4.5 threes. So one more time, 76ers Knicks. We're going to take 76ers +1 in the first quarter, +1.5 in the first half, +3 for the game. Embiid, 30+ points and 2+ blocks. Jalen Brunson, 30+ points, 3+ threes, 4+ threes, and over 2.5 turnovers. Dante DiVincenzo, under 4.5 threes, and Kelly Oubre, under 12.5 points. We're sticking away just for a little bit on we're not playing as many player props as we normally would. We're going to see want to gauge the first game of these series, kind of see how they play out a little bit. We'll get a little more heavily invested probably games 2 and on, but just kind of see how they match up game 1 a little bit. If Maxi's going to because if they don't triple team Embiid might go for 50, and Maxi's going to have a subpar scoring night, but going to affect it in a lot of other ways in that one. So last game of the day, 5:40 out here in Phoenix, 8:40 Eastern time. Lakers go to Denver. Probably the most uneven matchup on Saturday for sure. I just think the Nuggets are a lot better than the Lakers are. And only 7 points. This one shouldn't scare you, especially at home. The Nuggets swept them last year, yada, yada, yada. That's fine. That was last year. It's not this year's team. The Lakers aren't as good as they were last year anyway, and I think the Nuggets are maybe just about right there. Maybe not quite as good, but close. The Nuggets are favored by 7, 224 total in this one. We're all on the Nuggets here. So Nuggets -2 in the first quarter, -4 first half, -7 for the game. AD under 23.5 points. If AD has another zigzag playoff, so we think he's going to start with the bad one first on that one. Jokic 2+ threes. Jokic triple-double. Jokic 10+ assists. We'll also take Jamal Murray for 25+ points and 30+ points, as we expect Jamal to be playoff Jamal and score a bunch, and Jokic to facilitate a bunch. Is normally how that normally plays out, and at least it has in the last few playoffs. See if it continues there. And like I mentioned before, the Lakers don't cover the 3 line very well, so Jamal should have a lot of good opportunities there. So one more time, Nuggets-Lakers. We're going to go Nuggets -2 in the first quarter, -4 first half, -7 for the game. AD under 23.5 points. Jokic 2+ threes, triple-double, and 10+ assists. Jamal Murray 25+ points and 30+ points. So at the end of every show that we do, and also on our social media pages, you will see a link to our Google Sheets. It's a ledger of all of our bets, what juice we got those at, how many units we wagered, also what book we did place those at. So make sure you check that out when you get some time. That is your reference point. We're a volume better. We have a lot of bets. I mean, for example, just for 4 games on Saturday, we're looking at, we've got 40+ bets already, not including the series. So if you'd like to follow along, sometimes a little hard to keep up through the show with all the amount of bets. So that Google Sheets, will help you out. So if you're on TikTok, you'll see it in our channel. If you're on YouTube, you'll see it at the end of every episode that we do and on our channel. So it's all over the place. Make sure you check that out. And as always, if you can subscribe or follow to us on whatever social media platform you're watching us on, I greatly appreciate it. Makes life extremely simple to find us. Once you hit that subscribe or follow button, we'll be in your subscriptions or follower tab. Or following tab, I should say. Or if you want to make life even easier, turn on notifications for that social media platform. And then every time we drop a new episode of Sports Bets for free, you'll get a notification to your phone or device to let you know we've dropped a new episode of bets, give you plenty of time to match them up with your bets, and give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. I do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.